First of all, I love everything here. This is actually my favorite 6 feet of the whole studio. I love what you've done with these. I think, are these IKEA? They look stained.
Okay, so the IKEA is holding up all the booze out there.
Okay.
Those are 19 bucks a piece. These are solid cherry to match the diffuser. To match this. Yeah, so this is, again, when I told the studio designer, builder, that I was going from Audio Space, Mark Hunziger, Audio Space, that I was going to go, I'm going to IKEA. He went, no, absolutely not. He refused. So these are custom, these are.
Almost matches the Moog as well.
It's just a little gross. It's a little gross.
I love this. This is a great idea. Like, I got to figure out how I can do this, although I only have like 4 pedals. But there is so much cool stuff here. You could buy one of those mic stands you're talking about, or you could buy a Big Sky here.
Oh, those Big Skies are expensive.
So you've got the Strymon stuff. Before we dive into this thing here and this beautiful baby here, why do you have this stuff? I mean, how important is it for you to have stuff for artists to come in here and have?
Excellent question. Okay, so a portion of these are mine. A bunch of them are also, a lot of the Strymon stuff actually belongs to again, I think I mentioned him earlier, Derek Downham.
Okay.
Record producer, incredible musician. And again, these are tools where, if you need to get something on a tape, you don't want to piss about.
Yeah,
people are coming in, they've hired you as a producer, they want options, they want to know they're going to get the best sound. And if you know your stuff, then you're going to spend the dough to grab stuff like that, especially that, or the Union stuff, or this Fuzzy Boy stuff.
Well, sorry to interrupt, a lot of musicians aren't rich.
No, man, everyone's busted.
And to own 3 of these,
silly.
It's silly. So for them to come and go, oh, finally, like, I know how to get, I board my buddies, I know how to get this sound.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Nice.
This is the one, the band comes in and everything. This is kind of like the Drool station. This is where they come and they go, oh my God, that's like a late 60s, 200A Wurlitzer. Oh my God, that's a real Moog. Yeah. I've been really fortunate that I over the years just went, I'm going to try that. I'm going to grab that.
Yeah.
Being a tone freak, I always wanted to make sure I could kind of like grab whatever sound I want. And then, it becomes also like, it's brilliant, actually, how in the world of boutique stuff, like all these paint jobs, because there's also that thing that happens where you're collecting the box.
Oh, I know. They're playing cards.
Yeah. And
what is this?
That's the Ass Master, the Bass Master, based on, what is it? I got some vintage 60s or 70s fuzz.
So great.
The Bass Master, and it's a terrific.
Yeah, actually, I don't recognize a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, well, this is
pretty cool.
this is all done by what's his name? Oh shit, I can't remember.
The
Plus
same
factory guy. Zvex.
Yeah.
So the super hard-on great pedal. This was the pedal used primarily by Queens of the Stone Age on Songs for the Deaf.
Oh wow.
And this guy makes amazingly interesting, cool stuff.
Yeah, they really do.
And if there's vintage Mutron, the sound of Bootsy.
I love the Union stuff. What are these ones here?
High quality Canadian-made stuff. This is Jack White's Fuzz. This is their Tone Druid, which is a really subtle gain pedal, and it's kind of like the super hard-on. Well, it sort of pushes your amp naturally, but also adds its own kind of overtone and saturation.
Yeah.
And their lab pedal is a opto compressor, slow compressor, much like an LA2A or an LA3A.
I've heard about this. I didn't know this was the one.
It's fantastic on guitar. I bought it on a recommendation by an engineer friend who...
They're so beautiful.
Yeah, and he just said, this thing sounds amazing. Beyond guitar, throw vocals through it.
Well, I was going to ask you, do you mix with any of this stuff?
I don't.
Something like that? Or?
Yeah, because that's an extra cable and a few extra minutes. I know, I should really dig in and go, I'm going to try that.
But then, you know what? It's so much fun to do this when you're mixing, but at the same time, the Sound Toys guys do a lot of that stuff.
But this is way more fun, and if you're doing a record, do this.
Yeah.
I wish,
I love Fairfield. We got to shout out to these guys, Fairfield Circuitry, the Quebec guys. I have one of their. Oh, this looks very early.
Yeah, I think
it's a prototype or something.
That's an older one. They changed this.
What is this, like a drive?
That is the, yeah, it has that sag control, so you can, it emulates. What is this one? This is the camera. What
doesn't even have a name on it.
Yeah, what does that say?
OD, overdrive.
There you go, see the OD.
This is an early model. It's probably worth a lot of money. I have their fuzz. I can't remember what it's called, but the description online says it's the equivalent of getting your arm caught in a reciprocating saw.
The beautiful thing about this guy is when you open it up, I opened it up to change the battery. Yeah. They include like a plastic set of false teeth that were like gnarly and horrible. I was like, oh yeah, that's.
Do you run this through this stuff?
Yeah, it's funny too because when I first got this. This is the reissue.
Right.
I shouldn't call it a reissue because they just pretty much put it back into.
It's gone now.
Yeah, but they put it back into. They were manufacturing them to the same specs as the original, so they just started making it again.
Right. Yeah.
I was working on a movie at the time. I just had no time to play with it, but I would come by and I'd turn. It was always plugged in. And I had it through a few effects, and I would just sit there and just make sounds and go, God, I don't have time for this. I got to work on it. And you literally can get lost in this, but you really get lost when you start putting it through effects.
Oh.
Because, I mean,
it
just
like
changes.
Yeah. Do a delay.
It just changes. Right. It becomes an entirely different animal.
I mean, this thing alone, you have millions of options of sound. And then once you go through, it's just, you're right. It's endless. Yeah. And it's so much fun. I don't know why people play video games. They can just play with this.
Texturally, you can do so much and add so much to your tracks with the combination of these two guys.